guys, it's Tammy, and guess what? Today is video 2 on HDL and LDL. Are they really cholesterol? First video, if you guys haven't watched it, you should go back to it. I'll tell you what cholesterol is and how our bodies need cholesterol and what are the dangers of having low cholesterol and the side effects of taking a statin. So today we are going to talk about HDL, the good cholesterol, and LDL, the bad cholesterol. Well, I'd just like to start off with this video with they're not even cholesterol at all. HDL is high density lipoprotein and LDL is low density lipoprotein. Nowhere in there did I say cholesterol. And for years, I thought the same as you guys too. I thought LDL was the bad stuff and HDL was the good stuff. So I'm going to start by explaining what HDL and LDL is, okay? And to my hypothyroidism peeps, pay attention because when I did my research, I found out some very interesting information on us. Okay, so anyways, let's start with HDL because that is the easiest one to describe, okay? So HDL, what is HDL? High density lipoprotein, the good cholesterol. Basically what it does is that it takes the excess cholesterol that's in our cells and it's a shuttle. It's not even cholesterol at all. So think of this as HDL. It's a van. It's a van, okay? And all the cholesterol piles in this van and it shuttles back to our liver because to be recycled. And it'll either be recycled in the liver or it'll be excreted through the bile, okay? And it just drives around, picks up all the extra cholesterol, all the excess that our cells didn't use, takes it to the liver and recycles it to be used later, okay? It's a shuttle. It's kind of like an Uber. When you call for an Uber taxi, it's the shuttle. The cholesterol goes inside the shuttle. Because why? Fat does not mix well with water and blood. All right, so now this is the tough one, okay, the LDL, because this is what everybody talks about the most, okay, the LDL, low density lipoprotein, the bad cholesterol, okay, again, it's like a shuttle, so this is LDL, pretty fancy, right? LDL, okay, so what its job is to do is to take the cholesterol from the liver and it all the cholesterol piles in this shuttle, piles in the car, and it shuttles throughout the whole body to all of our cells, okay, and drops them off, okay, and then it drives back to the liver to pick up some more cholesterol and drives it to the cells to drop them off. You know, and you kind of get the gist of it, okay? It's a shuttle, just like HDL. They are shuttles. They are not cholesterol at all, okay? So LDL is a protein carrier of cholesterol. It carries cholesterol to the arteries. It doesn't cause damage in our bodies. It's there to heal. So what do I mean by that? Okay, when you have damage to an artery, cholesterol comes along and the LDL will deliver that cholesterol to that lesion, if you want to say, in the artery. And the cholesterol will hop out and it's kind of like a Band-Aid on your artery. It'll put a Band-Aid on it to help heal it. All right? Are you guys following me? Okay, so we need LDL in our bloodstream. We need LDL in our bodies to help with the healing process when we have inflammation, okay? So, there are 2 types of LDL. Did you know that? I didn't even know that, but there are 2 types. There's type A and there's type B, okay? Type A is normal, okay? And what do I mean by that? They're large shuttles, okay? And they're buoyant and they float and they're big, fat, and fluffy, okay? And it doesn't involve in the plaquing or clotting process. And they usually last about 2 days in the body, okay? Then there's type B, okay? Type B is small and it's really, really dense, so it doesn't carry that much. And it does involve in the plaquing. So when people that usually have heart attacks or stroke, they're more than likely type B. And it lasts about 5 days. The only time when type B can be bad is when it becomes oxidized, okay? So, what types of foods will increase type A? That would be saturated fats, and that's what you want because we have those two types. We need those two types in our bloodstream. We have ones that do involve plaquing to help fix with any kind of inflammation, but then we also need type B, which also is the plaquing part, which we need to help within our arteries if we get a little small tear or whatever, okay? So what types of foods will increase type B? And that is called carbs and sugar, okay? We don't need a whole lot of type B in our systems. We just need a little bit, not a lot. But I will tell you this, the more carbs and sugar you eat, the more type B you will have, and the more will get oxidized, which means that it will turn bad, okay? So how do you know if you are type A or type B? Okay, you can go have a blood test done. It is very expensive. My insurance company will not cover it. So my heart transplant team told me what kind I am. Now, if you have low triglycerides, but you have a high HDL, you are type A, okay? And if you have high triglycerides and low HDL, you are type B. Okay, are you guys following me here? You following me here? Okay, so who has high HDL? Okay, people that usually have high insulin, which means more carbs you eat, the more your pancreas secretes insulin. If your insulin is high, usually in pre-diabetics, people who have diabetes or they have insulin resistance. People with hypothyroidism have higher levels of LDL. If you have infections, like when you're sick, when you get sick, your LDL will rise. If you have leaky gut, sometimes it's just genetics. Stress, surgery, or any type of trauma. If you were to have your LDL checked after you had surgery, it'll be elevated. Why? Because you have to remember it's a healer. LDL is a healer. That's what its job, that's its main purpose in our body, is to heal, okay? And if you carry a lot of stomach fat, you might have a high LDL. So, I found this very interesting when I was doing my research on this. Excuse me. Now I was doing my research on this. Obviously, now that I've told you that LDL really isn't the bad cholesterol at all, okay? But when I was doing my research, British American Journal, I found a study that 68,000 participants in over 19 studies, what they looked at was the LDL and the cardiovascular related deaths. What they found was 80% of the people that died did not have a correlation with LDL cholesterol. What they did find was that people with lower LDL and lower VLDL had a higher rate of death related to cardiovascular issues. Can you believe that? So they prescribe all these statins to lower your LDL, but yet, according to this study, the lower your LDL, the higher the chances are for cardiovascular disease. Makes you wonder, huh? So what do they consider the ranges for HDL? Okay, if you're below 40, that is low. Normal is between 40 to 60, and high is above 60. The higher the number, it protects you from heart disease. Okay, now what do they consider LDL as the normal? Okay, according to my heart transplant team, 130 or lower is normal. 130 to 160 is borderline high. 160 to 190 is high. 190 or above is very high. Now, I'm going to tell you this, okay? I found this when I was doing my research too, and oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it, okay? In 2004, a group of 15 doctors decided to lower the LDL to 100, okay? And 8 million people the next day were put on a statin. Well, later it came out that those doctors that lowered the number to 100 were paid by the pharmaceutical companies. And that's why statins are a $12 billion industry a year. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? So I hope you guys understand that LDL delivers new cholesterol to the cells. HDL delivers recycled cholesterols, and it's recycled in the liver. It's not even cholesterol at all. All they are Ubers. They are shuttles for the cholesterol. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tomorrow will be triglycerides. What are they? And how to read your lipid and cholesterol panel. I will talk with you guys later. Bye.